Was not.
Yeah.
Sick. We don't need audio, right?
Yeah.
They can just look at our misshapen heads.
Mine's too big. Yours is too small. Chris, please let me know if there's audio now. I apologize for the 3 minutes and 20 seconds of this video where there was no audio. Basically, this is Michael Blaustein.
Hey.
He's a Jew. He has a tiny head.
I prefer kike, and
well, technically he's not recognized by the church because his mom's a Catholic. So that's what we were discussing.
We were discussing it.
Yeah.
I also really like that I can say that word. It's like a
yeah, you can, right?
It's great. It's very very empowering.
Right, I
to
mean,
be able to say that word.
Because I've got no words.
You got no words.
I got nothing, man. Yeah, nothing.
Fuck, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I don't even use that word enough.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Because I've always wanted to like start sets that like actually have meaning.
I keep asking Alex Kane what the fuck it means because he looked it up. Do you know what it means?
I think it's just the Jew N word.
But what is it?
A fish.
Is it?
I don't know. I just made that up.
You said it was such conviction and so quickly.
Doesn't a kike sound like a good like? Oh, we have what's the market price on kike? Like, you know, doesn't it sound like that?
That is a fair point.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fix this fucking audio. Apparently, audio is very low.
What's happening, dude?
I don't know, man. I don't know why you came on this podcast and just fucking ruined everything.
How?
All right, let me. God damn it! Why is it still so low? That's properties. That's audio input 2. I did the wrong one. Why is it at 15? You punk ass bitch. Okay, this is
punk ass kike.
Beware, everybody. This is gonna blow you out very soon. Oh, there we go. All right, Chris. Let me know if this is loud enough. Chris is aka Biscuit Corwin.
Who's Chris?
Oh, he's a comic from Ohio.
Oh, Chris, what's up, man?
Chris Corwin. Very fucking funny guy, man. He lived in Chicago for a long time. Got some great stories and stuff. He gave me some of the best comic advice ever when I was first starting out. Because he would.
What do you say? Stop.
You get the fuck off my podcast. No, it was he was talking about like MC work and stuff because you know he lived in small towns. You're gonna start off with MC work and shit like that.
MC's master of ceremony, guys. If you guys
I know. I think it's so. I never really knew what the fuck that was, and I still call myself an MC, and I still think it's the stupidest fucking.
Master of ceremony is ceremony is what I just said.
Ceremony.
Ceremony. What advice did he give you?
He said it was something that Doc, who was the GM of the Dayton Funny Bone, told him because like he was like, dude, Biscuit's a killer, dude, and he would get up there and he would riff and just destroy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then Doc told him one time, he was like, I don't care how funny you are, I don't know what the fuck you're gonna say when you get up there. I'm never gonna book you. You know what I mean? It's like I need consistency. I need the same stuff. I need to know that every time you get up there, it's definitely gonna be funny and not gonna like piss off everybody in the room. You know what I mean? So basically, when you're first starting and stuff like that, I think that was really good advice to actually get booked just for MC work and stuff like that.
What, to like not riff the whole time? Is that
to have consistent material when you're in the middle of the fucking country.
It's really weird. I mean, I guess I understand what the booker was saying, but I mean, if he's riffing and crushing, like
that's fair. But I mean, that is an MC though. I don't think is good.
Was he riffing like he was like messing around with the crowd?
Yes,
for the whole time.
Well, I mean, like just ranting on particular topics, and I've seen him do a lot of great crowd work and stuff like that. I don't know in particular, Chris. I'm sure you can elaborate, but I mean, I guess Doc's point was like, if you go up there and you're a wild card, and like sometimes you fucking just eat a dick. You know?
That's the caveat I was looking for. Look,
Ryan Singer gave you that advice? I always thought it was Doc. No shit. Do you know who Ryan Singer is?
Ryan Singer.
Yeah, he lived with Mark Maron. One of the best fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Singer, fucking great dude, man. I worked with him. I was lucky enough to work with him in Cincinnati on Underbelly with Vincent Holiday. And yeah, dude, he's the shit, dude. He influenced my style way more than he even knows because he had this bit where he would go into like super long act outs and like I never do it here obviously because this is an open mic and comics hate act outs, but I love voices. I love characters and shit like that. I would never do it here because by the way, you guys, if you didn't know, for whatever reason, rooms that are just comics hate act outs. I don't know why.
I can attest to that because all I do is sounds and act outs. So
yes, you have like great voices, a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah. And voices are cool. Voices get some love.
Yeah.
But act outs, they really, unless they're just great,
Yes.
they get nothing.
And then any room with just like normal people and shit like that, like
It's
they
the
love
exact opposite.
Yeah, dude, they love that shit. They're like, oh
Yeah.
my god, he's moving around.
Because I think comics are like, oh, he's trying. This is. I don't like when people try.
I guess I don't know. Like I've done some act outs here that have gotten laughs, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it's like I feel like we're pretty turned off here by actors who just decide one day that they're gonna fucking give stand up a try.
Yeah, I get that.
And they get up there and they do like this one woman, one man show shit, and it's just one long act out, and it's just like, oh my god, fuck, kill yourself. It's hard to watch as a stand up because it has no structure, it has no. You know what I mean?
It's not funny.
It's at all.
That's the problem. You know what I mean? Like
Really diagnose that quick, Michael.
That's the main issue.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing: if
Yeah.
I do, and I'm speaking like sweeping generalizations, but like if I do an act out, let's just say specifically here,
Right.
and it is funny,
Right.
I will get a reaction.
Oh, for sure.
If it's mildly funny, I won't get a reaction.
Right,
But
okay.
I know for a fact that if the act out, I have that. Have you seen that Erykah Badu thing I do?
Yeah.
It's a fucking 4 or 5 minute act
Yeah.
out of Erykah Badu just saying weird shit, and it gets a big reaction
It's true.
because it's funny. But there's other act outs that I have done that I sort of do in like regular rooms that don't
Right.
get a big reaction here, and it's I think that's the most accurate way to do a mic if you're going to do an act out. If the act out
Right.
works in front of comics, it's
That's
going
incredible.
to murder.
Oh yeah. That's a great point, man. Because it's like I've got
Because they don't want to like it.
Yeah, it's true. And so if they do like it, that means it's fucking crushing them,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Which is great. You've done I know you've done a lot of road work. Oh, actually, my point was going to make.
Yeah.
Amir Khalil has this act out that he does. And it's pretty much a 5-minute fucking act out of him just talking like his girlfriend.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen it? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That old poppy. Like
Yeah.
the whole. That's hilarious.
It's so funny.
Incredible.
It's so
Oh,
funny.
the horses. It's so fucking
It's
dude.
so funny.
It's so good, man, and like it kills in a room of comics. So I guess you're right. I suppose I shouldn't be such a naysayer on act outs here at open mics and stuff like that.
No, but I agree with you that if it has to be like an 11 out of 10 for
Yeah.
it to work here. But like you sometimes, because a lot of my shit is like character type of stuff, and
Right.
sometimes it gets nothing here, and you have to be able to be like, okay, it gets nothing here.
Right.
Let me try it in front of human people, and maybe it's not a 10 out of 10 because a
Right.
10 out of 10 will get a laugh at a mic, but a 9 out of 10 might not get a laugh at a mic. But a 9 out of 10
That's a
in
good
a
point.
regular room, you're still crushing.
True.
So like you have to be able to like
Yeah,
really
balance
like
that
take
out,
the
yeah.
temperature of like what comics actually like and what comics actually don't like. It's hard
That's
to
a very
like,
good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then and like, but I guess the benefit of working out in rooms like this or working out in comic rooms is like, if you're murdering here, like you're just gonna go and fucking destroy. You know what I mean?
I would say yes and no.
Well, okay.
But you know what I mean.
You're
You
right.
know what I
yeah.
mean.
Like, there's your comics that fucking come in here and they do stuff that's so darkly sensible that there's no fucking way normal people would laugh at it or whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
no people laugh, and it's also like, I think we all have done or do colleges too, and like other
Yes.
different whatever. There's a lot of stuff that I'm doing now that I love that I couldn't do at like a college because I was gonna say
sensibilities and stuff.
it's too real. Not saying that like all my shit
Yeah.
is so it's not.
It's
I'm a
the realest
fucking
motherfucker
I'm a
I've ever
fucking
seen.
I'm a goofball. None of my shit matters, and none
Which
of
is why I really like your style too, because it's like
Thanks, man.
dude, I love goofy shit, man. I mean,
no one's ever gonna leave my show being like, I learned some shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, mine too. It's like I like my biggest inspiration for comedy, other than maybe like Chris Farley and stuff like that, is
Right.
dude, Monty Python, Holy Grail. It's just
Are you gonna uppercut me square in the face? I've never seen
if you've never seen it,
any-
it's okay.
Monty Python.
If you said you
None
didn't
of it.
like it, I would
I've
hip
just-
toss you out of this building. But that's
Jesus,
fine.
I've never seen any of it, and
Never
I
seeing it
don't
is
know why.
Maybe it's something you gotta watch as a child, but dude, I still to this day watch it and just fucking cry laughing.
Really?
It's so stupid. And I love it. Like John Gleason even said, or Jackie Gleason, I think I fucked up his name. My apologies. He even said his favorite humor is humor that has nothing. Like that makes no sense. Like like the fucking guys that are like they couldn't afford horses, right?
Okay.
And they're supposed to be knights riding on horses, so they just got a bunch of extras to hold coconuts and clap them together and follow them. It's so funny and so stupid. It's hilarious.
It's funny when you explain it to me, so it's gotta be.
Dude, it's so fucking funny. And if you watch that movie 100 times, you'll still miss things.
Right.
It's one of those layered, beautiful fucking comedies. It's like just so British, so witty, and it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I love that shit. Oh, Chris Corbin just said, I don't like Monty Python, and I'm going to block you now. So, well, I mean, okay, I get if you don't like, there's a lot of stuff from the Flying Circus, by the way, which you never even need to watch, by the way.
Is Flying Circus a movie?
The Flying Circus was their TV show.
Okay.
And then eventually they started making movies. Okay. Really, the only 2 movies, or 3 movies that I would watch is Life of Brian, Holy Grail, and Meaning of Life. Those are the only ones. But I digress, everybody. You're silly. You do silly shit.
Yeah.
I enjoy the silly fucking shit. I don't do as much of it here. Lately, I feel like I've been maybe not necessarily lazy, but I do so many mics here that have just become like riff champ. I don't plan anything. I just walk up there with a blank slate.
Yeah, but dude, that's a skill that you need to hone and practice all the time. So it's not
that's true.
It's not like you're not getting better. You're getting better at that. And to be on the road, you fucking need that.
No, for sure. Well, now it's nice because it's now because doing this I think 4 months now. Mm-hmm. Basically almost like 6-7 shows a night or minimum 3. I never don't have a joke when a comic gets off stage. Sometimes I don't say it,
right?
Because we need to get the show going. But it's like every time the comic says his last word, I always think of a joke now. And that's an invaluable fucking skill.
Invaluable,
dude. It's great. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, I mean, not you're building that ability not even on like a host type of thing, but also just like in the moment type of shit. You're just working on your ability to come up with a joke like this. And that is
instantaneous. Yeah. Because I started when I was 16 in improv. How long have you been in stand-up, by the way? You've been doing a long time, right?
Like 8 years.
8 years? Okay.
Yeah.
I've got 1 year on you. It's no big deal.
Oh my god, dude.
Which you're way more prolific than me, right? Like you do the road, you do all kinds of stuff.
Did you call me prolific, man? That makes me
prolific.
Damn, dude.
Did you just say it makes you feel because you don't know what that word means?
No, I know what it means, but it seems I don't know if you're using it properly. I think prolific means like I'm doing dope. Like I'm like Bill Burr is prolific. Like you know what I mean?
Hold on. Guys, real quick, I'm gonna Google the definition of prolific because
I feel like prolific is like Shakespeare is prolific, like pushing the boundaries of like thought.
Okay, this is producing much fruit or foliage.
We're both fucking so wrong.
I thought that's what I meant.
No, come on. That's not the definition.
That's one of the... presenting in large numbers or quantities. So you're prolific as in you do a fuck ton of shows.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah. So you got a lot of foliage and fruit, dude.
That's so many apples. How'd you know that?
Yeah, like that's what I meant by prolific. So in other words, I know you do way more road shit than I do. Like you seem to be always out of town.
Yeah. It's what's weird is I am and I'm not, and I feel like social media will make someone think that what's happening. Travis, kiss him. Who is this? Alex? Who?
Alex Kane.
Who's that?
You don't know who Alex Kane is?
Dude, I'm not here every day of my life.
That's a good point. I apologize. He's
I probably know his face. Can you click on it? Yeah, Alex, I'm sorry, man. If I really, really much know you, very much know you, I'm not prolific. I can't speak.
He's a Jew.
Let's see. Oh, fucking Alex! What's up, man?
I thought there's no way you don't know Alex.
Yeah, this
Alex
guy's super funny.
Sorry,
Alex.
I'm not gonna kiss him. Mainly because I feel like if our heads touched, you'd realize the size difference and you'd be shocked.
Do you guys want to see this? Like, are we the same? Actually, we've been doing it the whole time.
All right, hold on.
Look at this. Look how funny that is. Look at this.
Let's see.
Look how big his fucking head is. And but also look how small my head is. Look at this.
That is absurd. Okay, we're finally seeing our delayed video.
It doesn't even look that bad.
It still looks like you could wear my head as a fucking helmet, dude.
Oh, I definitely could. If I murdered you,
you could conquer my head.
Yes.
Wear it as a helmet 100%. Oh, but what I was saying at the beginning, I had before we even started recording, I had a bunch of MRIs done as a kid because I had all kinds of fucking weird brain shit. When they showed me the MRI of my skull, your average skull is this thick, right? This thick, guys. Mine is this fucking thick.
Let me see.
No joke. It is an inch thick. Dude, I'm not joking. It's so fucking thick.
Did you ever see that Simpsons episode where he becomes like a boxer because he can't get knocked out?
Yeah, dude.
That's you, buddy. I feel like you can't get knocked out.
I've never been knocked out before. I've never had a concussion before.
See?
And dude, you know who was another testament to that? George Foreman. Granted, I'm nowhere near George Foreman.
No, you are. You're on.
Dude, George Foreman never got a concussion, and he was a fucking heavyweight boxer. Can you even fucking believe? And he never got knocked out ever.
Is that because of skull?
Yeah, he's just got a big fucking head, and it's pretty much just how your brain sits in your head, right? Because like if you get knocked out, usually that's your brain bouncing around inside of your fucking skull. And if you get a thick ass skull, everyone pretty much has the same size brain.
You have a tiny brain, is what you're saying. I got a thick ass skull and a squirrel for a brain, so there's no way.
You ever see the T-Rex brain pictures where it's just a tiny little fucking
No, is it really that small?
No, that's my brain. No,
not your brain.
No, T-Rex. No, that's bullshit. They actually proved that wrong. They actually thought that they had a tiny little brain, and then when they like MRI'd the whole skull, like the weird like nose sinus cavities was the rest of the brain. So in other words, they could smell. If they got your scent, they could smell you from 3 miles away.
I recently found out that wolves can smell you from like a mile away.
That's fucking terrifying. Now,
a mile away. Does anyone realize how far?
That's really fucking
mile. A mile. I don't even understand how that is even possible.
Dude.
Just like this. A mile.
Dude, it makes no fucking sense, dude. Oh wait, we got some comments here. Travis, kiss him. Just kiss him already. Sparks are flying. Eric Rocha said he'd hit. Oh, hi, Eric Rocha.
Eric, what's up, buddy?
He'd hit which one of us? I'm guessing you. I feel like you're more Rocha's type.
Hold on. He's saying I'd hit it like fuck.
Yeah, I imagine.
Oh, I can smell Travis from 50,000 miles away.
Hey, Natasha.
Natasha, that's pretty mean.
Go fuck yourself. I go to the gym a lot, Natasha. God damn it. I actually don't know if that's
I think that you just really just helped her comment.
I don't know. Actually, where the fuck are you, by the way, Natasha? You used to be here all the time. Oh, that's right. I think she went off to school and stuff like that. She's learning and becoming a better person.
School?
She's like 20 or something. Are you 21 yet? I don't know.
That sounded pretty creepy, I'm not going to lie.
That did sound really...
You're 21 yet,
I didn't ask her if she was 18 yet.
Natasha,
that would have been fucking creepy.
So you turned 18 yet?
That's creepy. Asking someone if they turned 21 is just like a... Both, why not? Oh, really? Italy. Oh, you're in Italy.
Italy. Oh.
That's dope.
Espresso.
No? Why'd you just put no?
It's not dope, I guess.
Italy's not dope?
There's
a delay, so it's hard to tell.
I don't know what's happening. What are you drinking, man?
This is some...
is that our sponsor?
No. Core Hydration. And I put some fucking... that red Mio energy bullshit in it.
Are you feeling good?
I feel like I could fucking fly, motherfucker.
Okay.
You got to do it. Like yesterday, we're on the... No, you're not... Oh, no, you're not 21 yet. No, that's a shame.
Still creepy.
What?
It's so creepy. It's so creepy. You 21 yet? No, I'm 20.
No.
That's a shame.
All right, well, when you get back from Italy, you give me a call.
That's really creepy.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Come in my van if I still had it. What happened to your van, bro?
It's still parked over there.
Oh.
I mean, I don't live in it anymore.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
Yeah, I live with Erickson.
I did see you there.
Yeah, I was like
sleeping
on the couch. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Like I woke up and you're fucking just wandering by. I was like, oh hey.
Yeah. Well, you didn't even say hello to me.
I was sleeping, by the way. You guys did.
You sleep with your eyes open on Facebook on your phone?
Sometimes.
It's fucked up. He didn't say hello to me. So
I thought I said I waved.
Did you?
Yeah.
You did.
Now you.
I misremember the whole thing. This is like this is like Kavanaugh's thing. I just fucking this is everything I just misremembered.
You went full Kavanaugh just now, guys. I don't think I was there. A lot of beer. That guy, I don't even really want to talk about politics.
I don't either.
I just think, I will say one thing. Kavanaugh's a punk ass bitch. I don't give a shit about anything you think he did or didn't do. I just don't like that guy. Now we're moving on. All right. It's pretty creepy. God damn it, Chris. What? What?
See, I told you. I told you it's pretty fucking creepy. So how long have you been doing comedy, man?
9 years.
9 years.
Since I was 19, yeah. How old are you, by the way?
God damn. You've been doing comedy since you were 19 years
16,
old?
technically.
What did you talk about when you were 16? Just like McDonald's fries?
Well, I didn't do stand-up when I was 16 in the improv. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my God.
This is disgusting.
I know, I'm aware. I have a runny nose.
So you started at 19?
19, yeah.
What inspired you to start?
I mean, I'm very fortunate, and I've talked about on this podcast a million times.
Oh, shit. All right, well, fuck me.
No, it's okay. No, I just know I've always known I wanted to do this. Always, my whole life.
What are you talking about?
Like, I always knew I wanted to
You just,
pursue
like, listened
comedy.
to, like, records when you're, like, 3 years old?
No, I mean, like, my dad wanted to be a stand-up comic.
Your dad's George Carlin?
God damn it.
What?
No, my
You heard it here first, guys.
My dad wanted to be a comedic actor. His biggest influence was Jim Belushi and stuff like that. Like, so, like, my dream is to one day be on SNL and stuff like that. Only to maybe not anymore. SNL's pretty, and I feel like the future now is like content creation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, way different than, like, I feel like SNL is almost a dying thing, unfortunately. Excuse me. Dude, I'm just fucking full.
Dude, it's totally fine. I'm okay with it.
Functions right now. Thank you, buddy.
I'm okay with it, man.
I appreciate that.
You function away. It's just you and I. It's just you and I.
Well, that's true. It's just us in this room, and then we got Chris. Okay, Natasha agreed that it is pretty creepy. All right. Well,
Thank you. Well, this is like 10 out of 10 doctors recommend you not do that again.
I don't. What do you?
You're so angry. I think it's that meow
just
shit
saying.
you're drinking. What is this? What is that stuff called?
Meow.
Meow.
Mio. M-I-O.
Oh, okay. The squirt shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't do anything for me.
Really?
No.
Not the energy one. Nothing.
Nothing.
Really?
Well, I drink a lot of caffeine, and it doesn't fucking.
Oh, that's
nothing
fair. That's
for me.
fair. Well,
I
dude,
just gave
I'm
up
just trying
5
to
hour
stay
energies.
awake. Jim Belushi is his dad. Jim Belushi is not my dad. Oh, not Jim Belushi.
John Belushi.
John Belushi. Jim Belushi is garbage.
Jesus, he's not that bad.
He's not that bad, but his brother was far superior. Let's be honest.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was still fine. He got the job done. He had that sitcom.
Yeah,
He had that
sitcom. He
sitcom
was
for like
actually pretty
9
funny on that
fucking years.
sitcom.
That's what I'm saying. He got the job done. He was in a bunch of movies too.
I can't believe. Actually, I got a few comic friends from the Midwest that have done shows with all the Farley brothers. They like tour and do shit like that.
Yeah, there's
pretty
one
much riding off their brother's fame.
There was one that was doing a club right like a week before me, and I was just surprised. I didn't know that first of all, I didn't know he had brothers. Second of all, I didn't know
He's got
that
like
they
4, I think, right?
But they all do stand up?
2 of them do. 2. That I know for a fact. But they all tour together. And what's fucking crazy.
That's cool.
Which is cool. Yeah, that's dope. But I mean, like, one of the comics told me, he's like, it's crazy because, like, all of them do blow. All of them fucking do tons of drugs and stuff. And I'm like, dude, it killed your brother, man. Like, you guys know you can't handle it. Yeah, but to be fair, though, they've outlived him 20 fucking years. You know what I mean? So.
But I mean, to be fair to Chris, like, when did they start blow? Because I think Chris had a big lead.
Yeah, because he did rugby in college, and I think he talked about doing blow that. By the way,
give it to me.
Have you ever watched Blow?
The movie Blow?
No,
I fucking love the movie Blow. What are we
movie.
talking about right now?
I don't know. Have you ever watched any interviews with Chris Farley?
No.
Dude, go back, like, because I watched a bunch as a kid, because I fucking love Chris Farley. Like, he was, because I was a short, fat kid in high school and stuff, so he was my fucking idol.
Just in high school or no?
I think I'm taller than you.
You are. I'm just busting your ass.
I will fight you.
I know, and you would win because you have the skull of a fucking giraffe.
I told there's this tiny Mexican guy that used to live next to us. Like, we actually, when I lived with my ex, we actually had it took us 3 months. So we got these neighbors evicted. This crazy white trash woman who lived with this like tiny little Mexican dude covered in fucking face tattoos and stuff. They were clearly selling like meth and pills and all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it was a nice little fucking place. And apparently she inherited it from a woman who died, and that's how she fucking got the place, right?
Okay.
And so until we gathered evidence against them, they couldn't get them out. But the last week that they were there, the little Mexican guy tried to fight me. And I was like, if I headbutted you, I'd murder you.
Oh, he was that tiny. He was like a tiny man.
Tiny, like he was like 5'1".
Wow.
I was like, I've got fucking 11 inches on you, and there's no way I don't outweigh you by 150 fucking pounds.
But do you know how many times no one fought him because of all the face tattoos?
That's a good point.
That's a big deterrent for me.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter how big you are. If you have a face tattoo, I'm gonna really second guess this.
Well, here's my thing. Like a lot of big guys, especially even guys my size and especially super big guys, never ever have to fight because most people wouldn't fight them or wouldn't even try.
Right.
Like they fucking bro down. But I have, I suppose, the benefit of growing up really tiny. And when you grow up really small, like I was, 4'7" my freshman year, and stuff like that, you just gotta fight or you get your ass kicked.
Right.
So it's one of those things where I've been in a fuck ton of fights, and I'm not afraid to fight because now I have the physical ability to fight really well.
Right.
But I used to fight when I had absolutely no physical ability.
I've always been pretty small, but I've always had like gigantic friends. So I've gotten a
well, you're not
ton.
necessarily small. You're skinny for sure, but I don't think you're a small guy.
I mean, sure, whatever. I mean, dude, I weigh,
What do you weigh, by the way?
like 150.
Well, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
like
I do outweigh you by 90.
300 pounds.
Yeah, wait, 90 pounds. Well, I haven't weighed myself in a while. I probably actually outweigh you by more like 100 pounds.
But all my gigantic friends my entire life would fight all the time.
Patrick Swayze versus Chris Farley for Chippendales. That is kind of what we look like right now. Did you see that skit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look a little bit like Patrick Swayze had a freakishly small torso, by the way. Did you ever notice that?
No.
You never noticed that?
No. I like girls, dude.
Fucking goddamn.
You never noticed his bulge? You never noticed Patrick Swayze's bulge? Never? Not once? Okay, fine. I guess I'm just...
Speaking of bulges, have you ever seen The Labyrinth with...
No.
You ever seen that movie?
I feel like we've watched all the opposite things. You keep bringing up things. Right. You go, have you seen this? I go, no. That's just all 45 minutes.
What movies did you grow up with in July?
I've never seen a movie. Is this a movie? I think we're making a movie here.
My right leg weighs 150. Chris, Chris, what do you weigh? Are you like 400 pounds? Chris is a big boy.
Let me see. Oh, is that Chris's family?
It looks like it.
Oh, Chris, your family's adorable. That sounded like I was being condescending. I'm not.
That sounded remotely sincere.
Did it?
I would have believed it.
I feel like coming out of a comic's face, anything nice sounds like you're being a dick.
Dude, I mean, I don't know if he's watching anymore. The man I live with, Erickson. Every fucking thing that Erickson says to me, there he is, big boy.
Oh, what's up, dude?
He's a big old guy. What are you, like 6'2" as well? You're a monster of a man. He used to weigh what? 380 now? Damn, I used to be 370. That was what I was. If we guess Travis's weight right, do we get a prize? Okay. Natasha, what do you think I weigh?
Why do you say Natasha and then look at me like my name was Natasha? you were like
you're just near me. You used to be 611 pounds, dude.
Who did?
Chris.
Chris, you're half of you right now, dude. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, man. So let me ask you something, because when I was 370, I was 20 pounds heavier than the doctor scales can weigh in at, because 350 is the cutoff. Did you have to go to the zoo and get weighed?
Yes.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Or did you have a specially digital scale and stuff like that?
611, man. Congrats on getting down to 350. That's brilliant.
I can't even believe any person could be 6'11", man. That's just so fucking big, dude.
I've seen documentaries and shit where people are like in the thousands.
That's true. The 1,000-pound man.
The 1,000-pound, So like 6'11's like a tiny man compared to him.
Yeah, true.
It's all perspective, buddy.
That's true.
It's all perspective.
Were you still able to walk, Chris, when you were 6'11"? Because I feel like I see people that are 300 pounds and they don't walk. And I'm like, fuck off, dude. I've seen people that are 700 pounds walk around.
It's just brittle bones.
That's a good point.
They didn't have enough milk when they grew up.
That's true, and I feel I went to school. I went to school at a place called Dixie High School, or New Lebanon, and then I moved, or I didn't move, but I went to a vocational school for film editing. So in other words, it was like the last 2 years of high school. You go to this tech center and stuff like that.
Why?
Because most Ohio public schools are terrible.
So were you getting like horrific grades, or they're like, you are from Ohio, you're not gonna make it, let me give you a skill?
It's an option. So it's like, yeah,
that's what I mean.
Basically, but it's like, it's not like you're getting bad grades or anything like that. It's more or less like, here's the option to learn a trade and potentially get a scholarship and go to college for this and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I went to it was technically interactive multimedia. So in other words, I learned how to do Photoshop. I learned how to do film.
You learned how to do podcasts averagely.
I did learn about audio and stuff.
The beginning of this thing was a nightmare.
It was a nightmare. I've only done, I don't know, this for 3 weeks now, probably. I had a point to this, and I can't remember.
Your vocational school editing. Are we getting into like fat things again? Because we were on sort of that train.
If anyone remembers, I can't fucking remember to save my goddamn life. It's been a long day, guys. I did the 1 to the 10 o'clock yesterday, which is why I did not podcast. And usually I don't podcast on Sundays anyway. And then now I did the 5 to 10. You did the 6?
I did the 7.
Oh, 7. That's right.
Do you want to hang yourself after when you get home?
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Dude, the worst days are the days where I get off work at like 4. Like the moving job and stuff like that. So I've been there. So I've been there since 9:30 a.m.
No. Hold the phone. So you have a moving job.
Yeah.
Then you get off the moving job, and then you come here.
Yeah, usually right away. So most of the time I'm still wearing the same clothes too, and I smell like ass. Like
fuck.
That's why like part of me like I feel I get kind of pissed off just a tiny bit when people make smelly jokes and stuff like that. It's like I worked fucking 9 hours. Right. And then I fucking took the bus or rode a bike to Fourth Wall in the same fucking clothes because I didn't have any time to shower.
Right.
And now I'm running these mics and making them fun for you motherfuckers.
You do make them fun. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I like this place is fun to come to because generally both hosts are fun and they laugh and they make the mic fun. So
it's why Joe trusts me. You know what I mean? Like he knows that I'm gonna make the same quality show that he's gonna make. You know what I mean? Yeah, which I love. I love that shit. Then I love hosting. Like it's just kind of fun to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's like an ego trip thing or a power thing. You know what I mean? Like
what do you mean? Because you're like on stage a lot, or you're.
I do like that. That is fun, and it's like even though you only get 5 minutes up front, like at the same time, it's like I technically get 10. You gotta add it all up.
Yeah, I like every time I'm hosting. If I'm starting this new show, it's only happened once, like last Saturday, whatever. It's like this called the new material show at the Eno Vino spot, whatever. It's in Glendale, whatever. Yeah. The point is that I'm hosting it, so I do like 15 up front, but I'm doing bits in between, so I end up doing like 30 minutes.
So okay. Do they want you to do bits in between, or
it's my show, so I'll do whatever I want.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. You know what? I've always been super anti doing bits in between, like full blown bits. Like if they're inspired off of what a comic said, that's fine. But unless it's like, okay, if I get a comic who is super high energy,
right,
and I know for a fact the next comic is like a businessman comic, you know, he's gonna go up there and be like reading fucking one-liners and shit like that.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna do a bit in between to slow it the fuck down.
Right.
Which you fucking know. You're fucking 8 years deep. You fucking
I mean, my thing is, if I'm gonna host, and I'm putting effort into making this show happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I want, and I'm gonna make it
fair.
like I'm gonna make it like worth my while. If I'm doing what you do at the Fourth Wall, I'm not gonna do anything in between. You gotta keep the show rolling.
Yeah. I mean,
there's a hard out and like that type of shit.
Right.
But like mine, it's like I essentially have like a 2-hour show, and
which is great, man. I'm like, dude, if I had more time or free, like when I host the for like Justin Shepard, wasn't that the guy that used to host the Joe's Living Room shows? Do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was great host, and then he had a second kid. And then I became the new host because, once you have 2 kids in LA, I think you have to kill yourself. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think he's dead now.
He's dead.
He's totally dead.
Dude, I haven't seen him, and it sucks because dude, he was one of the best comics I saw out here.
What's his name?
Justin Shepard.
I probably
Really good ginger guy. Did a lot of jokes about having a kid and how much he wanted to kill himself.
He's dead, dude. He told us.
He's dead. I can't believe. I've been talking to a few people out here who have kids, and it cost $1 million to raise them from 0 to 18.
I don't believe you.
You think it's more?
I don't think it's $1 million, man.
It's 1
The
million,
last
dude.
time that I read anything about it, it was like 200,000. I don't know how it jumped $800,000.
Well, dude, I mean, think about. Do you know what the poverty line is? Do you know what you have to make to be above the poverty line?
What is it, like 20 grand?
No, $55,000 a year in LA.
Oh,
If you make, I'm talking LA, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's specifically LA. So if you have 2 kids in LA, it's gonna cost you $2 million fucking dollars to raise those little fuckers.
Let me ask you this: $55,000 poverty line, is that like the?
A year.
Well, what I'm saying is that like the hard like state line for 55,000?
Not state. No.
That so
LA specifically, like Hollywood.
Is that like a governmental number?
Yeah.
It is.
That's what they said, yeah.
$55,000.
So in other words, if you make under $55,000 a year and you live in LA County, you qualify for food stamps and shit like that.
Fuck off, really?
That's how fucking expensive it is to live out here, dude.
Oh my god.
Can you believe that shit? Oh,
$55,000.
yeah, dude. I don't know anyone that makes. Maybe Joe because he owns this fucking place, but it's like, dude, I only know the poor. It's fucking crazy.
I don't know anyone who makes.
I don't think I know anybody. That's a lot of money,
Oh
man.
my
Like,
God,
like if you were
that's
making
so
$55,000 in Ohio, you'd be doing fucking great.
Yeah, you'd own 3 homes.
Dude, I used to bitch about the rent before I moved out here. I split the rent, by the way. I had a 2-bedroom, 4-car garage, 2-car garage.
Okay.
All right, apartment, big fucking kitchen, big fucking living room, for $525 a month in Ohio.
The whole thing was $525?
So I paid
two whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
2 math. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
But at the same time, you still lived in Miamisburg, Ohio, and wanted to kill yourself. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with Miamisburg, Ohio?
There's nothing there.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad. There's Miami Valley Sports Bar, which is a good bar. But at the same time, it's like the only thing to do in Ohio is fucking find a mate, reproduce, work a job, or if you want to be single and you want to play the field and stuff like that, you just have to be fucked up all the time. And if you don't really fit in with the fucking groove of, reproducing and having kids and stuff like that, and you can't get out, heroin.
So like have kids or heroin. Those are your two.
Or get out. That's it. Like the things I did to get the fuck out of that place are crazy. I got very lucky with my little brother on the second time because I got sucked back into Ohio. But dude, I sold every single thing that I owned.
Why?
And moved out here.
Why do you feel like the way you're saying this is like this is like another country, and you need to get like a green card and a lawyer to get over here? Why is it so crazy to just get on a plane?
Because of how little money you make there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
But
like, dude, there's no jobs, man. Like, dude, I got paid. This is my old man story. I was 16 years old.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry, 15 years old. My sophomore year, I worked at a tree nursery. If you know what that is.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so you're cultivating trees, you're digging holes all fucking day. White fucking slavery is what that shit is. I got paid $5 an hour. I made $250 in 3 months.
There's nothing you can. There's nothing else that you can do.
No, not really. Not if you're like if you're a kid, you can work at McDonald's, and then minimum wage in Ohio, I believe, is still $8 an hour. I believe.
So work at Burger King. What? How come you were?
That's it.
You were like fucking trees for $5 an hour. You could have been slinging burgers for $3 more.
You technically can't work, I think, until you're 16 out there.
Oh my god.
So that was the only job that they would let us work. When we were 15.
But you couldn't the jobs I worked when I was a kid that I made like a decent amount of money. I caddied at like a country club and like that type of shit. That's what didn't exist.
Do you know?
Michael, no, it didn't. Actually.
No, there weren't country clubs. Not that I knew of. Okay. Actually, the first time I ever even saw a gated community was when I moved from Ohio to Williamsburg, Virginia. Or actually, I lived in Newport News, Virginia. Sorry, but Williamsburg, Virginia, has 8 gated communities because it's colonial Williamsburg. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They have 8 fucking gated communities, I think, and because they all come from old fucking money, dude. And by the way, the bigger the house, the smaller the tip was a saying out there. Like, unless they come from new money people, and they know how to tip. They know what's up.
Yeah.
But old money people.
But old money. It's been in the family for generations for a reason. Because they keep it in their pocket.
Yes, which is impressive actually if you really think about it. Because it's like if you've had wealth for hundreds of years, your average family who has massive amounts of wealth squandered by generation 3. So in other words, if like Trump's kids, essentially, right?
Yeah.
They'd be Gen 3, and they would squander the money. So it's actually really impressive to keep it past generation.
It's really
3 or
impressive parenting. Sure, there's probably like a lot of sadness in there, obviously, but it's impressive parenting to be like, don't fuck up.
That's the interesting thing, right? It's like I feel like there will never be as much love in a rich person's home as there is in a poor person's home, because it's like you have more time, you spend more time together. But I mean,
I think if you break the numbers down, you're probably wrong. Just because there's way more poor people, like per capita, maybe per capita, maybe, but just pure numbers, it's probably just because there's just less rich people. But yes, I agree.
That's true. But I mean, in order to be rich, you have to fucking work your dick off. Like you can't half-ass anything. So like, in other words, you also have to be obsessed. Like honestly, God, if you want to be rich, I don't even understand why you'd want children, because chances are pretty high your nanny's going to raise them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, doesn't that seem easy? Like, so you just want something to love when you want to love it. It's just like having a Ferrari.
Then get a cat.
Yeah, but a cat doesn't love you like a kid loves you. You can understand why a famous rich person would want a kid. There's no responsibilities.
You want to pass on your genetics too. Like I feel like that's ingrained in all of us, right? Would you ever want to have kids?
Yeah. I mean, really? I want to have kids at the point that all comedians and people in the entertainment business want to is when I'm more established and I feel like I have more money and more consistency and blah blah blah. But that whole line of thinking is all bullshit too. Because when is that? When is that? You know what I mean? You're like, okay, cool. When I have a full tour schedule, then I'm gonna have And then you're like, well, I just want to sell more tickets. And then I just want to do like theaters. Like if I just get in the theater and do theater, okay. If I can just do 20 theaters a year, then it's like when it will never be a point where there's never a good time to have kids.
Not doing what we do, no.
No.
Not at all. No, I don't think so.
Do you want a kid?
No, not at all.
Really?
Well, I do. Actually, I think most people know this already. I can't have kids, by the way.
You can't have kids because your head?
No. Yes, they physically can't come out of a woman. Yeah. No, I'm sterile, which is a great pickup line in LA, by the way.
Oh, I remember that. I remember you said it on stage. Why are you sterile?
Because I had that pituitary issue, right? I had that cyst wrapped around it.
Oh, right.
And then because it didn't produce enough hormones, it didn't. Most things in your body have to develop all at the right time, and if they don't, then they don't work properly.
Right.
But so it's like everything down there is normal. Everything looks normal.
Let me see.
Because I want to take my dick out real quick.
Yeah.
It's great, actually. Because
it's great. it's great. I'm not gonna lie. It's
I did do 2 years of human growth hormone, which makes everything bigger. By the way, hands, pants. Anyway,
is it really? You're packing like a hog?
Not a hog.
Give me
way bigger than my Scots Irishness would indicate.
Give me a size.
I can't just throw it. I refuse to tell you how big my.
Why?
I can't wear normal condoms. How about that? We'll throw that out there.
So what is that? What I'm trying to figure out. What does that mean? Do you know the cutoff, like in terms of inches for the magnums? Because I feel
it's not inches, it's width.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because it's width, right?
Yeah, because it's like, dude, the Magnum condoms are as long as your fucking forearm. Like they roll all the way down. Like
Well, that's the way that I fuck women. I don't fuck them with my dick. I fuck them with my arm.
No, so I mean, it's more or less like Magnum condoms are like the only ones that fit because it's.
What about this? No.
Yeah, that width? Like that.
Fuck, bro.
It's probably a little thinner.
Oh my god.
That's something like that.
Oh my god.
What?
This width?
No, it's a little thinner than that.
Get the fuck fuck?
Just
It's
a little
bit.
thinner.
Than
Just
this.
a little, yeah.
Dude, that's insane. That's
Yeah.
like a Pepsi can. That's crazy.
I need to like a can of Pepsi.
A can
I
of
can't even believe I'm tough.
Why?
I don't know.
This is the type of stuff. Only when I want to talk about this.
That's a good point. Dick, I feel like you're a taller, skinnier fellow. I feel like you're rocking a hammer.
I'm cool.
Oh,
Like I'm cool.
I'm cool.
Like it's cool.
Yeah.
It's not like I feel
What
like.
you gotta tell me? Like, what?
I mean.
Are you looking for objects for size?
Yeah, I was. Probably like, I would say like that maybe.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I would say that's what I'm saying. Like
That's satisfactory.
That's what I'm saying. When I take it out, I don't know. I don't. A girl's not like fucking God. Where am I gonna put that? Like
Right.
it's not. But it's. I feel that's what I'm saying. I take it out. They go, yeah. Like you know what I mean?
Do you know what I the girl I did in high school, the girl I lost my virginity to, like because I had not hit puberty yet. I didn't hit puberty till I was 18, by the way.
What is going on? So
Yeah,
you
it's the
hit
pituitary
puberty.
gland.
You
when I was
hit
18 years old.
So your pituitary gland told you to do stand up. That's about the time we started stand up.
Yeah, when I was 19. Yeah,
Yeah.
because actually the year from 18 to 19, I grew. I got to 6 feet tall. And fucking like I hit puberty at like right at 18 because I was able to start synthetic testosterone.
Dude, 6 foot is fucking dope. I would
Pretty
love
stoked
6
about
foot.
That and it's like, well, I shouldn't be. I should probably be about this height, but they told me actually, the endocrinologist, who is somebody who studies the pituitary gland.
Thank
He said that I'm one of 5 people who have this condition in the world.
What?
Yeah, because it's like it's so rare to get a cyst around your pituitary gland. It's also like I shouldn't be as big as I am. Like people who have pituitary issues, like I have,
Right.
I should be 5'4" and like essentially I should be a midget. Essentially, like them giving me the human growth hormone was them being like, we're gonna try to make you look as normal as possible. Because like I said, 4'7" my freshman year. I didn't age for 5 years, dude. So from 10 to 15, I didn't age a day.
I mean, I wasn't 4'7", but I was probably like 5'1" or 5 foot.
Oh, you
when I
tiny
was a
fella,
freshman.
right?
Yeah, dude, I'm only like 5'9" right now.
That's fair. I mean, well, you're 5'9" is a decent fucking height. Average
I would
height's
love
5'8",
6
dude.
foot, dude. I would fucking love to be
pretty
6
good.
foot. I wanted to play basketball, so like my life was basketball. So like,
Oh, yeah.
there was. I
I
remember
was a wrestler because I hated tall people.
Oh,
Because I was so short.
I remember when I was a freshman and I tried out for varsity summer league, and I was like, we had like the exit meeting essentially, and I got cut to go to JV, right? And I remember in the exit meeting, I was like, he was like, yeah, you know, you have this skill and this skill and this skill, just like a little, and I got a little small, and I was like, I remember being like, but don't worry, because I'm gonna hit a growth spurt. And I'm gonna be like, because my dad's like 6 foot 6'1". I'm like, I'm gonna be at least 6'2".
How tall's your mom?
5'7". Like I got fucked.
What?
I got fucked.
You did get
I got
fucked, dude.
fired.
If your mom's 5'7", that's decently tall for a female. Yeah, you should have been.
And my dad's
6'2".
like 6'1", whatever the fuck. I should be at
sucks,
least 6. But I remember having so much confidence. Listen, coach, I'm gonna be at least 6'2". So I'm gonna come back next year.
Yeah.
You don't even know. Like, I'm gonna fucking blah, blah, and it just never happened.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Fucking bullshit.
That's bullshit, dude.
It makes me angry.
I feel bad
this day.
sometimes because it's like I know I had a lot of friends that like we were the short kids in high school and stuff like that, and I hadn't seen a lot of them for a while. And we had a friend that passed away, obviously heroin overdose, and then I saw all of them at the funeral because I hadn't seen them in years, and I was like a fucking foot taller than all of them, man.
Oh,
Like they were all looking up at me and like they were like, I wish I would have hit my growth spurt.
Yeah.
It's like I felt so bad because I was like, I'm sorry you didn't
Oh, the guy.
do that. It sucks.
I remember in college it used to really bother me. Like, really bother me. Yeah, because it was like, again, you know, when you get like a little older, you understand like fighting and masculinity and shit like that. Like, it's important, but like it becomes way less important as you get older. But like in college, it was about like who could fuck, who was good at sports, and who could lift the most weights and fight the most dudes. So
Right,
like, that
it's
was
so Lord of the Flies, like masculine. Dude, it's just like
100%.
who's the biggest bad.
100%.
It's so fucking primitive in college. Like I feel like it's just like who's the biggest baddest.
And yeah, it's that. And it's also like again, like I play sports, so like all my friends were like big and so it's like I was always the smallest. So it's always about like just fucking getting in the gym and like just trying so hard. So like size was such a thing.
And you're you're exomorphic, right? Like do you
I
have
don't know
trouble
what the fuck that means.
There's a endomorph. That's me. So in other words, I put on weight without even like I could look at a milkshake and gain 5 fucking pounds, but also I put on muscle real fast.
Right.
So you are. Then there's mesomorphic, which is like most middle of the range fucking people. And then, God damn it!
I'm actually super interested, but I just want to do a bit.
No, it's fine. Hey, you do your bit.
Thanks, man. Thanks, dude.
This is a podcast.
I'm thinking about starting
fuck, we're almost
stand-up.
at an hour already. God damn. We're gonna wrap this up pretty soon.
Yeah.
But you'd be what's an exomorph? So an exomorph is what Joe Manente is too. Always have abs.
Oh
Always
yeah.
After like, if you wanted to put on weight, you'd have to eat so much food.
Stupid amount of food.
Like an insane amount. Like, which is interesting because it's like, in today's society, you guys have it way better than we do, because it's like there's so much food.
Yeah, there's a stupid amount of, dude. I can't gain weight. I did this movie where I wanted to be bigger, and I made a big concern. Like I got to talk to a nutritionist, blah blah blah. Like went to was going to the gym 6 days a week, eating fucking it was like 3,500 calories, like a lot of fucking
I think
food.
That's a good amount.
And I could not, and I think I gained maybe 5 pounds, but it was 5 pounds.
How long?
What?
And how long?
I didn't have that much time, to be honest, but probably about a month and a half. Around about.
That's still 3,500 calories. That's I mean,
dude, I did not hit it every day. Sure. I was probably like 20% from the field because I don't eat that much anyways.
And clean too, right? Not
I tried to, but even like the nutritionist was like, "There's not enough time for you to do this, so essentially just hit the calorie mark and fuck what you're eating, essentially."
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It makes sense for you though, because it's like, I mean, if you have so much trouble putting on fat and even muscle, like, dude, you just need to fucking throw the calories in, dude.
Yeah.
As long as you're not eating like just loaves of fucking bread and that's it. As long as you're getting your fucking protein in.
Yeah, that's what it was. So I don't know.
Which I feel it sucks. I did 1 month of 3,000 calories a day. I put on 50 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. And I increased my bench press up to 405 decline.
Fuck.
I have tard strength, trust me. But I don't do heavy lifting anymore because it fucking sucks. And also, like the older you get, obviously, I don't need to fucking shred my rotator cuffs. I have nothing to prove. I'm strong.
I fucked my left rotator cuff.
Dude, my left too. I was trying to do 100-pound fucking dumbbell presses.
Yeah.
I fucking got up to number 3 and I was like, yeah, I'm a bad motherfucker. And then, dude, my shoulder just went.
Oh,
and it just,
fuck.
Dude, and I couldn't do anything. I just dropped it.
I haven't lifted. No one's listening anymore. I haven't.
That's 3 people still.
Oh, cool. I haven't.
Rob Puglisi, take your dicks out. Why'd you late for that? I want to see dick.
How long ago?
Oh, he just posted that.
Oh, Rob, what's up, man?
You really missed the dick conversation. We were talking.
We're
about
having
size.
a whole. Yeah.
I got one of these. That's pretty. Just with the human growth hormone.
That's what it was.
If you can get a hold of it,
don't do it, man.
No, don't do it.
Yeah, there you go.
Chris, I think his name is Chris Pena, maybe. I can't remember his name. I met him actually. I got a picture with him on Facebook. If you guys want to check it out, it's the picture of me being the size I am and looking like a midget compared to another human being.
Really?
He took human growth hormone for 12 years.
Why?
Constantly. Dude, his foot went from a size 10 to a 16. His fucking, like, he died because his heart got too... Ordering online now. What are you ordering online now? Human growth hormone? Yeah, you get that dick bigger, dude. But Khaleesi, you're already pretty fucking big, dude.
Yeah, you're a big guy.
6'3"? You're fucking huge. You're huge and you're handsome. You're fine, dude. Even if your dick's like a size 3, like you're still gonna fucking.
What's a size 3 dick? What does that even mean?
3 inches.
Oh, the 3. I was
size
like,
3.
Size 3. It sounds like a shoe size. So I was like, what is it? What does that equate to in inches?
3.
3. Size 3. It's a very simple system.
Did you think it was more complicated?
I did. That's why I asked.
No, it's this man has a 3-inch dick. I don't think you do though. I think you got a decent sized waiter there.
Robert? Yeah, Robert's.
Yeah,
Robert's
doing okay.
packing.
Oh yeah.
I actually think he's packing, to be honest.
Is he packing a fucking hog?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, I hope you're packing a hog.
I don't even know. I really do think he is.
You think so?
Yeah.
Shit.
Like I'm talking about like 8, like
Dicks
7, 8.
Dicks need to hurt people. Oh my god! All right, I think we're gonna end on dicks need to hurt people.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Dude, fucking Michael, thank you so much for fucking coming.
Dude, thanks for having me, man.
It was a lot of fun, man.
man.
I'm gonna have you back eventually.
Please,
I'm sure, man.
please.
Okay, guys, I'm Travis Clyburn. This has been the Fourth Wall After Hours podcast. Of course. course, this is Michael Blaustein. Everybody,
Goodbye.
have a good one.